Welcome back to the Wandering. No. Welcome back to the Life Recovery Devotional series here on Respro Church. Today we are reading day 28 of step 3, titled Rest and Peace. Yes. Our Bible reading is out of Philippians chapter 4, 4 through 7. We made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God. The world doesn't get any better just because we're in recovery. Oh, read that one again, why don't you? The world doesn't get any better just because we're in recovery. We still have to pay our bills, deal with people, and face the stressful changes that recovery can bring. There are pressures outside of our control that will tend to wear us down if we aren't careful to protect ourselves from the world's onslaught of anxiety. The Apostle Paul gave us a strategy to help guard against. I'm sorry. We still had to pay our bills, deal with people. it's like the writer even knew who he was dealing with. The Apostle Paul gave us a strategy to help guard against the troubles of daily life. He wrote, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus." The word translated guard is a military term that means to protect with a sentry. The image is one of a guard marching around the border of our hearts and minds to keep out the pressing anxieties of life. This is only promised if we routinely turn every worry and need over to God and develop an attitude of gratitude. Well, that takes me back to third grade feel good stuff. When we turn our worries over to the care of God, we will discover the protection of inner peace that exceeds our understanding. The key to God's peace is found in continually turning our lives over to Him. So, the key to God's peace is found in turning our lives over to Him, not once, but every day. You know, my sponsor, Jeff, who also leads one of the primary meetings I attend, says all the time, step 3 is a decision you will make once, and then every day thereafter. Every day from that day, you'll make it again, every day. You know why? It's because that surrender that you make that first day will only last as long as you keep surrendering. And you know what? You might even have to make that decision more than once in a day. I know I have at times. I've had days where I have been so ticked off about something or other, and I've been like, God, I don't want to deal with these people right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't like these people. And God says, did you turn it over to me? Did you let me have your worries about this? Did you let me have your frustrations about this? And I have to say no. And He says, well, then why would you expect any different when the world comes against you? Why would you expect to be able to handle it on your own? I've told you, you can do all things with me, but only if you actually give them to me. And I'm like, ah. And He's like, don't you growl at me, young man. Get to it. And I said, okay. I mean, it's about as simple as that. You have to you have to do one of two things. Either turn your life over to God or try and deal with it yourself and find out you're not everything in a bag of chips. That you're not enough to deal with it. I'm not enough to deal with it. That's why I had to keep giving things over to God. It's the only way I function, is every day. Okay, God, my life, my will, my way, and my anxieties, I'm turning them over to you. Because if I don't, then I get in my own way when it comes to my recovery. I do. That's what I have to do every day. So, with that being said, I have a question for you. What are you giving God today? What are you giving over to God today? And how are you going to do it? I'd love to hear. Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Leave your answers to today's questions in the comments below. And just thank God for the ability to be able to overcome the anxieties of the world. Thank God and develop that attitude of gratitude. God bless you guys. I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening.